Hey everyone, Sebastian here. So today I just wanted to go over a quick update on the crypto market right now. So we're going to look at Bitcoin over gold and Dogecoin fees pending update. If you like this type of videos, it would help me out a lot if you guys would subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. It helps me out tremendously. That's the only time I'm going to ask you guys to do that. So if you do, that'd be great. Thank you. So let's look at the charts right now. If we go, Bitcoin, as we can see, is hovering right around $34,500 right now, and it's been kind of hovering back and forth between the 33,860 mark and highs of 35,307, and it's been doing that for the past couple hours, for the past day or so. So we'll see how that continues on. Obviously, we had a nice bounce here a while back, a couple of days ago on June 24th, and then we've slid back down, and then we've had a bounce again. So that's Bitcoin. Dogecoin has seen the same thing, and we'll talk about Dogecoin a little bit with the developers wanting to decrease the charges for transactions. And Elon has voiced his opinion on that as well. We'll get into it. And we had a little bounce from when that happened here. So right now, Dogecoin is at 25 cents, roughly 25 and a half cents, and it's been trading between 25 cents and 26.7 cents mark. And a nice bounce also back here on June 21st. We've gone down a little bit and then have almost gone halfway back up to where we were before. Stellar has bounced back to its high on the 21st. It is trading right now at around 26.6 cents and a high of 27.2 cents. Litecoin has actually exceeded its previous high that was on the 21st, and it's trading between now right around, let me see, we had the low of 135 and a high of 142. So it's kind of good to see. Sometimes Litecoin is a leading indicator for what's going to happen to Bitcoin. So we'll see if that still has merit or not. And then we want to look at Cardano, ADA really quick. Cardano's kind of doing the same thing that Doge is doing. Kind of bounced back halfway to where it was from the all-time, well, not the all-time high, but the high on the 21st or the 24th of June. And we're bouncing between $1.30.5 and right around $1.35. So that's the market update on the coins here as far as what they're doing right now. Let's get into the news of it. So if we look at my iPad here, so even gold-obsessed Indians are pouring billions into crypto, and we've heard stories a couple months back about the Indian government trying to ban Bitcoin. But here's some interesting things that I've read and highlighted that I want to talk to you guys about. So in India, where households own more than 25,000 tons of gold, investments in crypto grew from about 200 million to nearly 40 billion in the past year, according to Chainalysis. Despite outright hostility towards the asset class from the central bank and proposed trading ban, they're still seeing a large increase in trading. If we go down here, a growing number of Indians, now totaling more than 15 million, buying and selling digital coins. That's catching up with the 23 million traders of these assets in the U.S. and compares with just 2.3 million in the U.K. So obviously the U.K. is still far lower than where the U.S. is and possibly China. The growth in India is coming from the 18 to 35-year-old cohorts. Adults under age 34 have less appetite for gold than older consumers. And the reason for that is it's easier to invest in crypto than gold because the process is very simple. Gold, you have to get verified that it's pure. With crypto, you don't have to do that. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there was. The nation's central bank says it has major concerns about the asset class, and 6 months ago, the Indian government proposed a ban on trading in digital coins, though it has been silent on the topic since, which it has. It hasn't really said anything further after those initial comments that they made. And then here's another thing that's going on with Bitcoin. The UK financial watchdog has just banned Binance Markets Ltd from doing any regulated business in the country. So any regulated business, it would be like, it wouldn't be just regular trading of coins, but anytime you do margins and things like that where it's regulated. Those types of activities have been banned. So the outright ban on Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies has not been dealt to Binance. It's just on those regulated business activities. So there's a lot of FUD going around with that. And then the four biggest crypto exchanges saw daily trading jump to 102 million from 10.6 million a year ago, according to CoinGecko. The country 40 billion market significantly trails China's 161 billion, according to Chainalysis. So we've seen a huge increase in the adoption rate in India. For now, the increase adoption is another sign of Indians' willingness to take risk within the consumer finance sector that's plagued with examples of regulatory shortfalls. So we're absolutely seeing a lot of folks in India that are, willing to take the risk to hedge their bets against inflation and seeing as a good investment for the long term. Another story that came across the wires was Robert Kiyosaki backs Bitcoin as biggest crash in the world. History is coming. So him, along with Michael Burry, Dr. Michael Burry, famous for the short, The Biggest Short, I believe it was the title of the movie where he bet against the housing market. He's also saying that the market is possibly due for a huge pullback. So we're seeing more and more people coming out saying that there might be a correction in the future. So if we look at what Robert Kiyosaki said, Robert Kiyosaki has stated that buying Bitcoin, gold, and silver are good bets as he expects the biggest crash in world history is upon us. The author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you didn't know who he was, in a tweet, Kiyosaki stated, "The best time to prepare for a crash is before the crash. The biggest crash in the world history is coming. The good news is the best time to get rich is during a crash. Bad news is the next crash will be a long one. Get more gold, silver, and Bitcoin while you can. Take care." So we're seeing, quite a few people thinking there's going to be a crash in the markets, and they're betting hedging their bets against it. He also expressed his concerns related to the current financial markets on several occasions, reiterating his beliefs that the markets could see a massive crash in the future. And then while Kiyosaki expects to buy Bitcoin around 24,000, we haven't seen it fall down that low. It's kind of the lowest it's gotten down was about 28,000, and it has bounced off of that. And so prices appears to have stabilized over 30,000, with the current price sitting around 34,200 today. So it's actually more than that. It's right now 34,400. The Bitcoin mining hash rate recently hit a 13-month low following the recent ban on Bitcoin mining in China. However, the price of Bitcoin appears to have stabilized for the time being. A little bit on the mining ban. We've obviously seen the Bitcoin hash rate fall way down, but that is a good sign for those that are still mining. They're obviously the difficulty is going to adjust on July 1st, and that's going to help out all those miners that are mining currently. They're going to be basically paid more when that happens. Obviously, once the Chinese miners get situated in other countries, that's going to be another, I think, driving force that's going to drive the price higher, and it will also decrease or increase the difficulty, which will also decrease the amount that's being paid out to miners for mining it. Countries and corporations continue to see Bitcoin as a viable asset in terms of diversifying risk and as a store of value. And then Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas Pliego recommended that Bitcoin be used in the country. Pliego stated that his bank is working to become the first in the country to accept Bitcoin. Another great news. So we're seeing a lot more, not only countries with a country that just El Salvador just approved it as a currency. And we're seeing also banks talking about accepting it. So we're seeing more and more adoption happen, which is, just awesome news. All right, so now to switch topics a little bit, we're going to talk about Dogecoin really quick. Excuse me. Dogecoin sees uptick after Elon Musk tweets supporting fee change proposal. And if we look at it here, this is when it happened actually. So Dogecoin, I believe it was right around here on June 21st. That he tweeted, and then we've seen an uptick in Doge price. It has since leveled off a little bit and came back down. So here's what the article said. The Tesla founder said it is important to support a reduction in Doge transaction fees. His tweet was in response to a proposal by Dogecoin developer Patrick Lauder to reduce fees to 0.01 Doge in order for the cryptocurrency to remain competitive. The current fee of 1 Doge has become steep for the perceived value of transacting Dogecoin and is desensitizing on-chain transactions unnecessarily. Lauder wrote on GitHub, a website where software developers share codes, development tools, and ideas. Lauder argues that whereas Doge transactions used to be 10 times cheaper than Litecoins, they are now nearly 5 times more expensive. And that's, obviously significant. Obviously, if you're sending, $1 worth of Doge, you're paying basically 25 or whatever the price is right now, 25 cents in transaction fees. So I think reducing the price fees on Dogecoin is a good step forward. And then they're just saying here, Doge price I can't pronounce the word, subsequently rallied to above 0.26 cents. It has since pulled back, sitting at around 25.5 cents or so at the time of this writing. So I'm all for this. I think this is a good idea, especially if Doge continues its adoption. As more people use it, the lower the fees you can get, the better it is for everybody involved. Obviously, maybe not the miners so much, but the miners are still going to make, I think they're paying out 500 Doge every minute or something like that for the transaction to the miners, so they're not going to be hurting at all. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe if you like these kind of videos. I'll try to put out a video a day on these topics. I have some more topics coming along tomorrow and Wednesday where I want to talk about the current child tax credit that's coming due, or that's coming up in July. I think the first checks go out from the government on July 15th, which is a big step. So if you have kids, tune in for that. I'll probably talk about also the housing market right now is kind of crazy. Lumber prices are going down, so I'll talk about that this coming week as well. So stay tuned. Love to see you guys later on. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.